Hello, good night, everyone. We are on. It's Today we are in May 16, 2019, and it's almost 1 o'clock and 34 minutes in the morning, and we are here in Canada. 1 week ago, we came with a video, and we talked about the trip that Sassou Nguesso was going to do in Moscow, which is in Russia, and we have explained the motivation of that trip. And in the 13, or in May 13, we clarify again in another video that Sassou Nguesso was going to Moscow in May 22nd, and in the 16, he's a minister of army and safety military. He's going to go to Russia in Moscow in May 16, and we have explained the why of the trip. And we say that Sassou Nguesso was looking to get some rich people in Russia who can buy his debt that he has toward the Russian government or the Russian company or the Russian people. As you know that when somebody is selling his debt, he's always sell it with very high interest, and usually there is no transparency. And that for the deal that Sassou Nguesso is trying to do is he's trying to put Congo land as a warranty of the deal he's trying to do. So he has sent more than 30 people to proceed in Russia before he get there on May 22nd, and those people are trying to find all of the Russian billionaires who can buy Sassou Nguesso debts toward Russia. How Sassou Nguesso get that debt toward the Russian people? You know that since the last presidential election in Congo, between 2016 and 2018, he has made a massive fraud, and he claimed himself as a winning of election. And after he started to bomb down one of the departments in Congo, which we call Pool. Again, he committed a genocide that we call, there is a lot of book that was written, we call it genocide of Velari, which is one of the patois in Congo-Brazzaville. So, but Sassou Nguesso did not have money to buy guns, to buy munition, to buy whatever military military sophisticated equipment. So what he did, he went to the Russian, he asked the Russian, please give me those equipment and then I will pay you later on. So he contracted another debt. So now he has promised the Russian that he's gonna give them a construction of a pipeline. It's kind of a project. Sassou Nguesso want to bring a pipeline from Pointe Noire, which is we call it oil city, like in Canada we call Calgary city oil city. In the US we call Texas state of oil, and Pointe Noire for us is a city, oil city. So he want to build that pipeline. Actually there is two. One is a gazoduct, which is a gas pipeline, and then one is oil. He has two projects. One just to bring the gas toward his town home, and then another one he want to bring a oil pipeline so that he want to build another oil refinery there. So, but he did not give Russia the contract, so he just lied to Russia, and then Russia get mad. So this time Sassou want to catch up on what he did to the Russian. So he's traveling to Russia in May 22nd. The goal of his traveling is to concede the contract. So he want to sign that contract, the gazoduct contract. The gazoduct contract is gonna give it to Gazprom, which is one of the Russian biggest company there, and then he's gonna buy some heavy military equipment, which is, we call it helicopter, which is, you know, all of this military equipment. And when we came to that video on the 13th, we tried to warn everybody. We brought that information. We put in online because we have a lot of relationship with the people. You know, people like us and what we are doing, and people are giving us the right information. Certain people did not believe that what we were saying is the truth, and we always say that 99.99% of everything we say online is always the truth, because we have kind of a relationship with the people who like what we are doing, and they try to help us, you know. And why I want to raise this Russian buying Russia heavy equipment. You know that the Congo-Brazzaville is having a big problem, massive debt that Sassou Nguesso regime has contracted with the Chinese people. So, however, we know that that debt is Sassou Nguesso family who contracted that debt, because in that family you have a nephew, you have sons, you have friends, you have relatives, you have uncle. All of them was going to China, taking the debt in the name of the Congolese people, and that money never get into the Congolese people business. And we know that all of this money is toward Paradise Paper, even Panama Papers has talked about same thing too. Recently, we know that the daughter of Sassou Nguesso just brought a $7 million apartment in the Trump Tower. So it's all of this money is being kind of money laundering, stealing money, and in the other end, hospitals are closing, the schools are closing, the economy in Congo is totally, the country is in a bankruptcy because of one man does not know how to rule the country. That's the truth. He doesn't know how to rule the country. He's ruling the country by using force, repression. He's using the abuse of human rights, and every report are talking about that. The last report just came out, which is made by the organization. It's called the Observatoire Congolais de Droits de l'Homme, which is it's a kind of a non-profit organization for human rights in Congo-Brazzaville. The report has explained a lot of this, and that report is right now in the UN table on the desk. Hopefully that report is not going to go underneath or inside the drawer, but people will be reading it and will be taking that to human rights abuse in Congo in consideration. So he's saying to the IMF that he doesn't have money. He's saying to every in the World Bank that he doesn't have money, but he's going to buy guns. We know also that the IMF has made a condition that he has to come to an agreement with the Chinese and also some kind of traders like Glencore, Trafigura, and so many people who was lending Sassou Nguesso money. We know that the agreement he came off with the Chinese, the people of Congo does not know what is happening, and that the agreement was made inside the Sassou Nguesso cycle, inside the Sassou Nguesso family, and he's trying to push forward by asking the people who represent it, which is we call how we call it, the MP, the member of Parliament of Congo, to ratify his deal he has made with China. We know that that country is always corruption. Sassou Nguesso is ruling country as a king. He's a king. If you don't sign it, he's gonna kill you. He's gonna assassinate you. That's the way things run there. But the people of Congo, as you know, that 99.99%, or we can say 92%, because last election Sassou Nguesso got only 8%. So we can say 92% of the Congolese people do not want the IMF to come to bail out financially Sassou Nguesso. And people know that if you bail out financially Sassou Nguesso, the money is not going to go toward the people. And we know that money will be going toward paying corruption line, which is paying commission fees to people. All of this monetary fund coming there, all of them want to make a big bucks beyond the people of Congo. That's why we're saying that you cannot bail out the same person so many times and there is no result. You remember that he was bailed out in between 2005 and 2010. 60% of the debt was removed. So we went from 190% of GDP to 30% of GDP. So that guy got a kind of big relief, and also the oil industry was doing good. The country made a lot of profit. The country even have some kind of reserve money toward the African Bank, the Central African Bank, which it was about 14,000 billion CFA, but that money just disappeared between 2014 and 2016. So we know that Sassou Nguesso took that money because he was not really sure if he's gonna lose the election, but and at the end he took that money out of the bank and he decided to make a massive fraud and to stay in power under the repression. And so he's claiming everywhere he doesn't have money. He just made a deal with China. That's gonna be, again, it's gonna be a kind of scamming the people of Congo. And now he knows that he's gonna get in July 5th, the IMF will be sitting down, the board will be deciding. Probably they're gonna give him the money. The board, the IMF board, will give Sassou the money, and Sassou always is making the deal. When we raised that information, people came to say, "Are you lying? You're lying." Now we want to show you the French media. It's a French newspaper. It's a very powerful French newspaper. Came to confirm that Sassou Nguesso is going there to buy guns. And again, that's why I just wanted to do this video in English so that all of our partners in Canada and États-Unis, in the US, can see what is happening here. You see, this is a big French newspaper. We call it La Lettre du Continent. We call it La Lettre du Continent. As you can see that this article here was released in Paris in May 15, which is yesterday, because we are already at 1 o'clock in the morning. So it was released yesterday, May 15, 2019. As you can see, the title here, the title here is saying, I just want to go, sorry. The title is saying, Sassou Nguesso chez son ami Poutine pour ses emplettes military. So he's just saying that Sassou Nguesso is going to see his friend Vladimir Putin for military deals. And again, whoever can read this article, how you say, like, after he has made a deal of $3 billion with the Chinese, and Sassou is trying to come back with a good cooperation with Russia. That was the article is saying. As you can see here in red, he's saying military, and here they just explain that he's a foreign minister, which is called Jean-Claude Ngakoso. He studied in Russia, and he's the one who's helping Sassou Nguesso to get in touch with leaders in Russia, especially people which is very close to President Putin. And they're saying that Ngakoso, which is his foreign minister, he studied in Russia, in St. Petersburg, and that's where he has created a big, we can call it like a big relationship with his friend Russian there. He's the one who's making everything. And as you know, that Congo used to be in a good cooperation with Russia a long time ago. Now Sassou Nguesso want to go back there to again create a big relationship. As you can see that here also, they have explained that his Ministry of of defense, military and defense, army, we can say. Charles Richard Monjo also is going before Sassou. So Monjo is traveling on May 16, which is today. Today, May 16 is traveling. And so they want to renew our military equipment. And the article is saying that Sassou Nguesso would like to buy military airplane transportation, which is a troop transportation airplane. With the name here, they have say Antonov and Ilyushin. That's the name of the plane that they're going to buy, and they want just to renew their fleet, their military fleet. And they're also talking here that they will be buying a helicopter, military combat. It's a combat helicopter. The name of helicopter they have provided here is Mal 8. Mil 8 and Mil 24. So that's what they're gonna be doing. So this is a military, and I'm pretty sure that they are not gonna only stop by trying to renew their army fleet, but they will also buying airplane transportation. I'm pretty sure they will be buying some heavy equipment. For the people who are following the news in Congo-Brazzaville, one of Sassou Nguesso, the safety minister, has put an order to put some people coming from the Sassou Nguesso region, right? As they are military, they have been sent to Russia for a training. We are pretty sure that that training was because they was going to buy all of this equipment, and they wanted to train their people so that they can become more specialized by using all of this heavy duty army equipment. So it's kind of weird, like you are here, a bankruptcy country who doesn't have money, who has debt everywhere, who cannot pay the student fee, the student bursary. For people who are following the news in Congo, we know that there were some students in Cuba that was fighting, they was protesting against because they couldn't get their bursary pay for more than 2 years. And many of them have been sent back home. Some of them right now, they are still in jail in Cuba because those students couldn't get paid and they couldn't get study. So some of them have felt due, because if you don't eat, it's very hard to study, like becoming a doctor, you know. And Sassou Nguesso is using the money. He's saying he doesn't have money. He cannot pay the bursary, he cannot pay the salary, he cannot pay the pension of the people in Congo. But now he's going to Russia to go buy heavy duty military equipment. We know that those airplanes is billions of dollars that those equipment costs. Okay, not only that, not only a military contract is going to sign, because he's going to Russia in Moscow in the 22nd, which is next week, 22nd. He's also going to sign another energy contract with a Russian. So he's saying that there is a gazoduct pipeline will be built between Pointe-Noire and Oyo. Oyo is Sassou Nguesso town city. So it's about 900 kilometers of a gazoduct pipeline is going to give that contract to the Russian company. So this was approved in 2012, but at a certain point, Jean-Jacques Bouya, which is one of Sassou Nguesso's nephew, wanted to give that contract to the Chinese, but Sassou Nguesso realized that he need to get support and protection from the Russia. That's why now he's deciding he's trying to create a relationship by thinking that maybe President Putin will be protecting him if if the US can say, okay, we don't need Sassou Nguesso, probably President Putin will be veto that decision at the United Nations in a Security Council. So that man is a is a calculator man. So he's trying to create a relation everywhere to protect himself and to try to create friendship by giving away more interest and more natural resources of the Congo Brazzaville to different countries so that he can create a bigger relationship. Again, so right now, so the gazoduct, as they're saying here, the gazoduct will be built by two big Russian company, Gazprom, according to the French article, and Strauss Transgas. Again, Sassou Nguesso has a kind of big relationship, and they have said also that there is one of the guy which is called Maxime Ganzian. He is the one who has introduced Gazprom to Sassou Nguesso, and Maxime Ganzian here has become a very close Sassou Nguesso counselor on doing business on the wrong way. So Sassou is going there with one of the guy, excuse me, he's called Raoul Ominga. He's the CEO of the Congolese National Oil Company. So you can see that Ominga also is a relative of Sassou Nguesso. So as you can see that he's going to Russia with only his close relative, which can be nephew, friends, or uncle, and so on. So that's a French article again is confirming that Sassou Nguesso want to be very close to President Putin, who is increasing his power in Center of Africa. Right now, President Putin has a lot of influence in Sudan, in the Republic Center of South Africa, in Republic Democratic of Congo, in Rwanda, and also in Burundi. Now he want to get a very close friend with Sassou Nguesso. So again, this article is trying to alert the international, the IMF, the International Money Fund. So he's trying to raise that. He's saying that the IMF must be considered this trip, this Sassou Nguesso trip, with the money is going to spend, because it does not make sense that the IMF will be in a meeting. The board will be deciding on Congo. They will be bailing out Sassou on July 5th. That's what they're saying here. We know that Sassou always has a biggest debt, which is about like $10 billion US. But if on July 5th, the IMF will bail out Sassou Nguesso, as you can see that all of the money, parts of the money will be used just to buy army equipment and military equipment. But this money will not be used to help the poor people or the most critical minority, as Sassou has said on his report on the IMF press release. So that's why we are calling the IMF, Madame Christine Lagarde, and the 24 administrator that's sitting in that board, just to say no and no bailout of Sassou Nguesso. One of my friends just sent me a kind of just give me a second. I'm gonna just show the people of Congo what is that helicopter that Sassou is buying, how it looks like. It's kind of just give me a second. Probably will try to do it here. How those helicopter looks like. It's a very heavy military equipment, and as you can see, that equipment cannot cost less than $50 million US. I'm pretty sure that it's gonna be more than that. Okay, let me just okay, so I'll just find it. I just want to show the people, because it's very important that people understand what is the type of heavy military equipment Sassou Nguesso is going to buy in Russia, and people are the Congolese people has to understand that we cannot keep we cannot accept what is happening in our country, and that's why we need a big help, a big help, a big, very, very big help. So I'm gonna just open this link. When I just open this link, I'm gonna show the people, and everybody can see. So that's why we calling the United States of America, who has kind of little power on the IMF board, not to bail out Sassou Nguesso. You see that this kind of helicopter is called Mars Mi 24. This is a type of airplane Sassou Nguesso, military Sassou Nguesso is going to buy. So there's this one here. It's again that's another helicopter Mi 24. So you can see that this is a very powerful helicopter. Why Sassou Nguesso wanna buy all of this equipment? The Congo is not under war. Why is buying all of this? You know, and as you can see, this is the type of heavy duty military equipment Sassou Nguesso is going to buy. So if IMF, International Money Fund, is going to bail out Sassou Nguesso on July 5th, the money will be used. As you can see, there will be no transparency because he just turned you around. He just turned you around by going to make a deal with China, and now he's going to the Russian. He want to create a big risk because President Putin does not care. Every country want to do business. If you have somebody who does not think too much, who's gonna come to want to make some deals, want to buy your army equipment, what are you gonna do? Of course you will sell because you want business, your company keep working. But President Putin is not Sassou Nguesso's friend. He's just doing business. He's not gonna say no. Somebody gonna come, gonna try to get some money. Of course he's gonna accept, right? So Sassou Nguesso is a kind of a calculator. So he know that he's protected by the French. He owns the French president. He manipulates the French president. He manipulates everybody because he's putting a lot of money to corrupt all of them, to buy all of them. And now what he's trying to do, he's trying now to go create a big relationship with the Russian, because he knows that there is a Russian just in top of Congo, in the Republic of Central Africa, and he want to get the Russian protection too. So if in a case that the French are gonna say, okay, we don't want you anymore, and he's gonna go hide to the Russian. That guy is a vicious guy. It's a lot of calculation. But again, the IMF should not bail out Sassou Nguesso. If the IMF would bail out Sassou Nguesso, the money would be used to buy military equipment. We know that Bertelsmann report has explained that more than 7% of GDP was expended of Congo from 2005 until now, was expended toward buying army equipment. Why? And there is no expense related to healthcare, no expense related to education, not at all. So if the IMF is going to say that we want to bail Sassou because he's going to try to pay the retiring people, he's not going to do that. All of the money will be going toward protecting his power. Why you want to do that? We know that he's very close to go to another massive fraud, to another election. And we know that if there is election in Congo organized by the same people, of course he's gonna become there. He's gonna become always the winner of that. So the people of Congo are crying. They need a big help. A big help will come from the most powerful group, for the most powerful country. The only way you can help the people of Congo is not to bail Sassou Nguesso, is to help the people of Congo to change the regime, to bring the new people, the people who has ID, the people who can bring transparency, the people who can bring accountability, the people who can help, really help. Sassou Nguesso been there in total 34 years. You see the country just keep going to the bankruptcy. So we're just going around and around. So you in 2010, you bail out, he got a financial bailout, but we are back again on the same spot. We just went around and we came back. So it's me like you can give him how big quantity of money, he's not gonna be able to properly use it to invest it and to bring a kind of real economy, to bring jobs, to bring back people to work. He's not gonna be able to do that. So again, we put that information online 1 week ago. In May 13, we came with the same information again. People came again, as they do, they criticize us, saying that we don't have any proof. We provided the name of the people, which is the Monjo, which is the Ministry of Defense. We provided the name of Sassou, provided the name of people, the date that will be traveling. And yesterday, the French newspaper, La Lettre du Continent, came with more clarity, explaining again, bringing back the same date, the same name. Okay, this message was for our partner who speak English. I know that my English is not perfect. My French is not either perfect, is neither perfect. My French is 0, my English is 0, but I'm trying to pass that message so everybody can understand. We are fighting because we need a justice in Congo. We need a democracy. We need our people to stay in Congo. We need to build our school. We need to bring our young people back to job, to get them the job so the people can work. That's why we are talking. We don't need anything else. We just need your help. Help us to kick out of power Sassou Nguesso regime. That's what we need, and we want to do it peacefully. If, as we say, that there were some way of doing it peacefully, is like not to bailing financially Sassou Nguesso, and to deny Sassou Nguesso to put his hand on all of his Congo money everywhere, like every money every oil we sold, every gas that we sold, every mineral that we sold. We want, because we are playing here with a reference money, which is a dollar, where every transaction is made in dollar. So if the United States, who own the reference currency, can say this guy and his government and his people was not gonna touch this money like you just did for Venezuela, it's gonna be a big help, and that will help our people in Congo to kick that guy out of power, because he's been there, he got all of the chance, but he couldn't bring the country where he could, but he could not. The only thing he's doing, the two things he know how to do is, one, killing people, secondly, stealing country money, and he never invests that country money. And that's, we say no, we need a big change in new people. President Barack Obama said, change you can believe in, and we believe into that change. The people of Congo cannot do that change alone. They need a big country to support them. They need Canada to be there. They need the United States of America. They need the England people. They need the British. They need the German. They need the Italian. They need the African country to be there. And that's what we are looking. And we are not criminal people. We are just taking the truth. But the own Sassou Nguesso, on his own calculation, he's thinking how he's gonna do to assassinate Bernard, how he's gonna do to assassinate Roland, how he's gonna do. No, this is not a democracy. The democracy is ID. We have to fight about ID, the ID that can build the country. That's what we need. So It was necessary that I can clarify this video. If the IMF, International Monetary Fund, will be bailing out Sassou Nguesso, the money will be used to go buy those military. And he's not going to buy only from the Russian. He's going to buy from the Chinese. He's going to go buy the military, heavy military equipment, even from Canada. Who knows? And the people of Congo, this hospital is missing everything. People are dying everywhere. No, we say no. We are in 21st century. We need a big change. Thank you for watching this video. May God bless you. God bless Canada. God bless the United States of America. God bless Congo-Brazzaville. And God bless everyone who are willing to help us in Congo to kick out of power a dictator who has failed for so many years to bring food to the people, to bring food on the people's table, to bring clean drink water on the people's house, to bring electricity, and so that the people can go, can study. No, we say no. No and no. Thank you and have a good night. Bye-bye, your friend.